Hello and welcome back to Scratchy Sunday with Johnny Tiger. Now, what the heck is a Scratchy Sunday? Well, obviously, it's about cats. You see, this is Global Cats Day, so because I have to make up for the missing Toy Thursday, we're going to look at another cat-related action figure. Now, we already seen this guy in front of the camera, this big, muscly cat by the name of Meowscles from Fortnite. We looked at him from the Ginger Cat Appreciation Day video. And if you guys remember, if you watched that video, I mentioned during that video that Meowscles actually has a son. And maybe someday we would be looking at Meowscles' son. Well, just happened today when I looked online and saw it was Global Cat Day. I said, I wonder if I have another cat-related action figure. And I remember, yeah, I still need to do Meowscles' son. So here we are, Scratchy Sunday. The date is October 16th. Kitten has gone back to California, so I'm flying solo for the next little while. So unfortunately, I can't even show Kitten for Global Cat Day, but that's okay. We have an actual little kitty cat that we will introduce to the audience. This cute little guy's name is Kit, and he is the son of Meowscles, the muscular cat. Now, it's quite interesting that the father, Meowscles, looks like a cat's head on a human body, but Kit, the son, it's just like a normal cat. I mean, look at him. He's so cute. He's just a normal fluffy cat. And he's so small that I have to stand him on top of an upside down drinking glass so you guys can see him. He looked like one of those old kids' toys that come in a cereal box or a Happy Meal. He's only about the size of my son. Uh, but even that, he has articulated neck, and he can turn his head, and he can raise and lower his front paws. Now, as cute as Kit is, obviously the Fortnite game would be kind of strange if you would just have a tiny little cat running around the island while there's all these other people trying to kill each other, shooting each other, stabbing each other. So yeah, there's obviously more to him than meets the eyes. And not to mention, you can't just sell an action figure, a $30 action figure, and have it just look like that. You know, the little barely articulated cat the size of my son. Yeah, no one would buy that. So lucky for us, that kid is a lot more than what it seems. You see, unlike his muscular and brawny father, who is all about guns and swords and fighting and lifting weight, Kit is a little bit more brainy. In fact, Kit is somewhat of a mad scientist. So, because he always want to walk in the footstep or uh, paw print of his dad, where his dad is out there fighting battles. Kids want to be there with his dad, but he's too small. He's just a tiny little cat. So Kid invented himself a robotic battle suit that looked somewhat like one of those transformer robots that he can pilot and drive it into battle so he can fight alongside his dad. The robot has a vaguely humanoid shape, stands on two legs, although the posture looks a little bit more like a robotic cat. Well, of course, it was designed by a cat. What do you expect? It is about as tall or a little bit taller than a normal action figure, and uh, it looks like it's cobbled together from any kind of scrap that kids is able to scrounge together. Like if you look at the torso, the body of the robot, it looks like the gas tank and the front wheel of a motorcycle, and the bottom is like the motorcycle is attached to parts of a treadmill, and big dings and scratches and screws and joints over the robot. It just looked like something that got pulled out of a junkyard, but somehow the little kitty cat is able to pilot it and make it go into battle. Now, because this robot has such a weird, skinny, unbalanced shape to it, it does not stand very well. In fact, I imagine most of you will need to have a display stand for it to stand on. Otherwise, it's going to topple over. Um, Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a stand, but it works perfectly with those stands that come with the Todd McFarlane Fortnite action figure. Even though this particular figure was released by Jazwares, but they did not include a stand with it. The robot has a lot of joints, although not all of them work as intended. Like the arms cannot lift above its head, and the leg joints mostly just make it fall over a lot. So it's not the best articulated system. It's extremely, like I want to stress this part, extremely hard to keep this thing standing without a base. Now, once you have that problem solved, it is really cool. Like I said, it looks like something that just scrunched together from a junkyard pile, and this cute little pussycat just sit on the top, gripping the steering wheel or the handlebar, like he's steering and driving this robot into battle. And that is not all. This robot actually has an interesting function built into it. You see, in the Fortnite game, at least from what I have read, that this robot has a transforming feature where if you wanted to go really fast, it can transform into like a little scooter, so it can roll on the ground really fast. Now, this toy can't really do that, but it can sort of replicate that look. What you do is you want to pull the top and half apart, attach the bottom half to the top end, the head end of the robot, so the legs drape over the shoulder, and then you sit the little kitty cat kit in between the leg, and that sort of make it look like a little unicycle or one-wheeled scooter. Here, let me give you guys a quick look on what that look like. It sort of looked like this, like a, well, almost like a pile of junk rolling along the floor, really. But hey, it works, and unfortunately, the wheel doesn't turn or anything, and it's only on one wheel anyway, so you would have a hard time balancing it. So maybe that's a good thing that the wheel doesn't turn. Although it would be nice if they give us a stand for it so it can hover off the ground and we can display it in this formation. Now, of course, Kit can't just go into battle piloting this pile of junk without any self-protection. So, like his father, he's loaded for bear. The first weapon he comes with is this grapnel launcher uh, that helps his robot suit to climb between buildings and get up onto high places and stuff like that. And what's interesting is this grapnel launcher actually sort of works. Like the tip can actually fire out, and there's a string attached to a little suction cup. It doesn't really suck to anything, but it gets the idea across good enough. Next, he also comes with this really cool double-barreled shotgun that he can hold in either of his robotic hands. The barrel of the shotgun even bend that is articulated, so you can sort of look like you're loading the shotgun by uh, breaking the body apart, loading it, and then putting it back together. Nice little play feature. But last but not least is his melee close range weapon, which are some of the coolest I have seen from the Fortnite line. The robot is outfitted with this pair of circular buzzsaws or chainsaws that you can hold in both hands, one chainsaw for each hand. I mean, at first you think Kit is just a fluffy, cute little kitten who wants to follow along in his daddy's footsteps. But then you see a robot, and then you see that he outfitted his robot with these chainsaws. And then you suddenly realize Kit is probably not all nice and cuddly and that. Maybe Kit has a mean streak to him, just like his daddy. And yeah, like I said, these chainsaws are just like some of the coolest, most badass weapons I've seen out of the Fortnite action figures. And yeah, this is a definitely very interesting package. A cute little cat, uh, robot that look like it's cobbled together from scrap, and a whole bunch of really badass weaponry for the robot, and everything sort of fit together. I mean, I have to use a little bit of a twist tie magic to get all the equipment to stay on there, but yeah, if you're willing to, it works. And I mean, what the heck? The whole robot just looks like it's Mickey Mouse together on the spot anyway, so a few twist ties here, a few twist ties there, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Anyway, happy Global Cat Day, and thank you for checking out this video. I'll be back shortly for some Soul Search Sunday with Johnny Tiger.